G'day everyone, welcome back to another episode of Sailing Quick Creations. This week I want to get into the coach roof windows, so I'm going to get straight into that and get stuck into cutting them out so we can finally see what this boat is going to look like with all the old looking windows gone and all the nice sleek looking windows put in. So I'm going to get straight onto that. So that's basically all the cutting done on the outside here. Got rough cuts done. So, because I want to put a radius in here, I've just run a cut across the corner, and I can scallop this out a bit later. So I've got to move inside, and on each one of these window frames we've got some little webs that are supporting the weight and keeping these windows from coming out. We'll head inside and look at cutting them out. Come up into the boat now, and as you can see, we've cut all the windows out. But we've got all these supports that need to be cut off. Once we've cut these off, that'll allow me to remove the window panels and we can start shaping the new windows. So I've just marked out the front of the cabin, and what I've done is had to extend this window a bit, because this dimension from here to here is actually the same dimension on the side windows. So from that spot there to that spot there is 430 millimeters, and that's the same as what it is on this side, 430. What I didn't take into account when I did my original measurements is that's on a lean, so it's on a taper, so it actually grows because of the taper. So what I did is put a straight edge on the top of this window here, extrapolated that line out, and then brought that same line around to meet that way. And I did the same thing here, brought the bottom of the window out and then continued it this way. Because of the angle, that means that yeah, the thickness of the window does change so that it all meets up and flows around the same. So when I cut that out, they will match up a little bit better. So we've fixed up all the windows, they're all now nice and aligned. Next step will be putting a radius in all the corners. So when I cut them out, I left the little corner here to put a nice radius in. I went through the workshop and I found this little hose fastener. So that's about the right size that I want for the radius. So I'm just going to line that up with the lines that have been marked out, and we'll trace around this with a pen and get the radiuses drawn on. So I've gone through and everything's been cut out. Gone and done all windows. We've cut out the radiuses. They're all done down there. That's just rough cut. This one here I've gone through and ground all the edges and all the radiuses so that it's finished size. So that's all nice and smooth and done. Still got all the other windows to do. You can see we've still got a mill there to grind off and a little bit to do on the radiuses. So all the other windows are rough cut and this one is on finished size. So that's all I've got time for this week, and next week we're going to finish just grinding them up. That won't take too long, and then I'm going to cut off the hard dodger. We're trying to find ways we can reuse some of the structure. It's not working, it's just not going to look good, so I'm going to cut that off. It's also made out of 15mm plate. It's so heavy, it's hundreds of kilos of steel. I don't want that being the highest bit of weight on the hull, so we're going to lighten it. We're going to make it all a bit more slimline and more functional. So that's next week, but I've run out of time. As you can see, the sun's just about gone. So let us know what you guys think, and we'll see you next week. Thanks guys.